Hi, I am Melanie. I will be talking about the most important lesson I've learned so far. Back in April 2021, I was in 8th grade, and there was this one day that I woke up with a pain in my chest. Now I say that it was more like an intuition, more like a feeling, but back then I thought it was just pain, physical pain that I felt. I didn't feel very well, so I decided to not go to school, to do e-learning instead, because it was during COVID, so we had the option to do e-learning or we could go in person, but obviously we had to have our masks. And I was doing e-learning from 7 in the morning to around 2 p.m. And right after I was done with my classes at around 2 p.m., my mom asked if I could take care of my baby brother. He was 11 months, if I'm not wrong. He was 11 months and I had to take care of him. I'm the oldest, so I was used to it. I'm actually very used to it. And I said yes. But the thing was, I found very strange that he was crying a lot. It was something that he didn't usually do. Of course, he was a baby. He would cry whenever he was hungry, whenever he needed his diaper changed. But it was weird because we would even do things that he would like. Well, I would do things that he would like. For example, I'd put on his favorite show on TV. I would actually play with him. I took him outside. He would still be crying. So I started to lose my patience. I called my dad. My dad was coming home from work, and I was actually very worried for my baby brother. My mom took my other siblings to the doctor to an appointment that they had. So I decided to try to calm down, and if it was possible, to calm down the baby as well. My dad got home. The baby started calming down a little bit. We gave him some medicine. Then my mom came home. We even went to the park. He fell asleep. Everything was well. We noticed that he was sleeping a little more than the usual, but everything was well. He was okay. Now, a few hours passed by, and when the baby woke up, he woke up crying, and his skin was a purple color, like its lips were really pale. It was something very different from, well, something we've seen before. And my parents decided to go to the hospital to take him and check out like how he was, just making sure that everything was okay with him, because surely something was wrong. And hours passed by. I didn't really pay attention, or I didn't really worry much about my parents being at the hospital. I didn't think much of it. But turns out that my parents were taking longer than expected. Some people came to my house to check up on my siblings and I, and a few hours passed by. My parents weren't answering the phone until my mom answered my phone call, and she seemed like she was worried and she was crying. I asked if everything was okay, but they said they were coming home. Then once they were home, my parents got out of the car crying, and they told me that my brother had passed away. It was something so sudden, but I feel like that really taught me to value my family and to always appreciate those little moments, because in any instant someone can be gone.